Welcome to Morning Mimosas, where we put value in criminal justice, meaning that we highlight criminal justice issues affecting the Black community, wrongful convictions, cold case victims, and also missing persons, and getting the truth for them. We promote healing, meaning we like to tackle the issues of mental health, making sure that we break the stigma. And of course, education, making sure that we're educating our community. Knowledge is power.
Howdy ho.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, guten tag, bonjour, hello. My name is Holly.
Hello, humans. I'm Fatu.
And today we are missing our precious bumblebee, Lily Bee, but we are Morning Mimosas, where we value criminal justice, healing, and education for the Black community. Before we get started, Lily is not here today, but I wanted to give her a happy birthday message for all of you guys to see. So happy belated birthday to Lily, although she's not here. So here's her brief message for her. So happy belated birthday. Her birthday was on Tuesday. So.
Happy belated birthday.
I like how you did that. That was genius. But so today we have a special treat. I have been on this platform twice, and I'm really excited to bring on two people from Dope Living TV, Miss Gina Gadson and Mr. Greg from Dope Living TV. Welcome them both. Before we welcome them, y'all know how extra I am before I welcome somebody.
Welcome.
Let's give them a proper welcome.
Hey now.
Welcome them both to Morning Mimosas today. How we doing?
Doing awesome.
Hey, let me give me a morning mimosa. What's up?
Give me one too. And he in the right place for a morning mimosa.
He sure is.
Okay.
At the right time.
Sun shining all bright. That's my sidekick right there, y'all. I kick him in the side all the time.
All the time.
Y'all, I absolutely love these two. They are a hoot, and you guys will find out today. And a hoot. You're right. So, Auntie Gina and Uncle Greg, can you guys tell everybody a little bit about what you each do? One at a time. Let's not all go at the same time.
Ladies first.
I do a lot. What don't I do? Well, Greg and I host a podcast that celebrates entrepreneurs, regular people. We entertain, we make people laugh, we make people cry sometimes. And we do this Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Time. We are not looking for those big celebrity people, although we do have some on our show, but we want to open up our platform to regular, everyday people to talk about what they've done, what they've been through, and where they're going. In many instances, we're able to give a helping hand or send them in a direction to help them get that step up.
Awesome.
Don't forget, I do Distinguished Authors Guild. You guys, this is going through November 8th, where Distinguished Authors Guild, we honor authors for their hard work. And on November 8th, we are out in Las Vegas, Nevada. We are celebrating these authors. We are letting them know that we appreciate their hard work. And we're having such a big festive that I want to invite everyone out. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. If you can't make it out to Vegas, you can purchase a virtual ticket and still participate in the festivities.
I'm gonna run me real quick. All right. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. My name's Greg Gray. One of the hosts of Dope Living TV Live, as Gina just said. We try to make sure we tell stories. We tell the journey. You know, everybody goes through something to get to something, and that's what we do. We want to tell that journey. But for me, I used to host a national television show called 925 Music Videos. Did it for 12 years. Transitioned after my son was born. Wanted to be a great dad, so I stopped, and he brought me back in it with his music. So started doing Dope Living TV Live with Facebook, and just I would say, hey Gina, hold on. Get somebody else on. Okay, let me get Gina back. Hold on, dude. Come back, Gina. All right. It was just real tedious, and it was something else to be able to tell those stories, though. You know, and as we got bigger and bigger, the stories got more broader, more heartfelt. You know, Holly, yours was a great story as well. Now we're all over the place, and we're doing some great things. Hopefully, everybody's going to say that they're great. And it's just a blessing, man. And thank you, Holly, for having us on the show. Okay, we appreciate it. I'm out here at somebody's festival. I'm gonna have Dinah Lynn Biggs come and hang with me for a second too. She's a national. She owns a radio station. She's nationally syndicated as well. That's all.
Yes.
Me. Bye.
That was it in a nutshell.
Perfect.
That bye made me laugh. So today's topic, you guys, and I apologize if I'm glitching a little bit, is support and what support looks like in the Black community. We're going to go ahead and just go around the room. Well, y'all know what I mean. And I want everybody to tell me what support looks like to them and why the Black community doesn't support each other as we should. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first. Well, support is, everybody thinks support is monetary, but it's not always monetary. You can support in a whole lot of different ways that's free of charge, such as liking someone's post, sharing someone's post. The Whether people know it or not, an emoji post actually pushes that post algorithms up. And I'm not going to go into algorithms, but if anybody knows about algorithms, the more people that post and like and do anything on your post, it pushes it up where more people see it. That's support right there. Even when it comes to a podcast, maybe you don't have time to sit down and watch the podcast. Cut the podcast on while you're washing dishes, making dinner. That's support as well. Why Black people don't support each other? It's the Jim Crow mentality. It's the slave mentality. We were conditioned for that. And we as a race have not outgrown that. We still have that mentality. Many people still have that mentality. And so to support another Black person in a lot of people's minds is wrong. And it's wrong, and I'm not the person that's being supported, so why should I support? We just have to get out of that mentality. And after all of these years and all of the people like Martin Luther King and others after him and before him, we still have that same Jim Crow mentality.
But to add on to that, it's also crabs in a barrel. I don't want you to be more than me. Like, I have to be the one who eat everything, and then you just get my scraps should I happen to send them down to you. It's sad because we're designed to cheat. Not cheat. I'm sorry. What's the word?
Keep each other down.
But not just compete with one another. That seems to be the theme, is to, I have to be better than you. I'm jealous of what you have, and I don't know what you had to do to get it. But I want where you are now and not the journey to where you got to where, you are. There's just so many different levels. As far as support, um, monetary support only lasts you so long, but time is free sometimes, to support your friend, whether it is liking a post, but if you have an event, just show up and tell people about it. If I have a service, use it. There's just so many things, and use it without trying to get a discount. Just fully use a service and support me. So it's not just give me the money.
Right.
I wanted to touch on that discount, Ms. Fatu, if I can go ahead and say something about that. That's another thing that also bothers me about our community. They will pay full price for Nikes or Jordans or Gucci or Louis, but if I'm selling something for $150, oh, that's too much. Can I get a discount? But you guys pay full price for retail for these other retailers who are big. Why can't you guys pay those prices for me? I hate that about our community as well. I just wanted to go ahead and say that.
Hey, Holly.
Hey,
Can you
Dinah
guys hear me?
Lynn.
She said, hey, Dinah.
Hey, how you
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
you know what? This is Dinah Lynn Biggs. She's number one. She's a radio uh, station owner, and it's a nationally syndicated radio station. I have my earbuds in, but she's here to talk about support as well, because that's what she's doing right here with this big event. You can say a couple words, Dinah.
Hey, I hope everyone's having a real great Saturday today. I drove up from Indianapolis to come home to Gary, Indiana to help in the community, to give back. We got the health department. We got IU doctors out here giving physicals for kids. When I bring this subject up to a lot of people, they just sitting at home and they could come down and help. So my question to people every day is, what are you doing in your community? I think what you guys are doing is great, and we just need to keep beating the band to just try to encourage people, because if we get one or two, we're doing better than we did yesterday.
And that's the
Right.
whole thing. That's the whole thing about support too. Okay, as Gina said, it's not about money all the time. It's about giving back. All right, and hopefully people will subscribe to what you're doing and support what you're doing, so that you get bigger and bigger, and that the give back will be bigger and bigger as well. All right, it's not a selfish thing, but some people take support as being, you got to give me money. It's not. It's never that way. I've been knowing Dinah Lynn forever, and she's not that type. She's the kind of person that wants to give, but where's the support sometimes? The support is not there. So coming out of the pocket is what she does, at the risk of not getting the proper support that she needs, all right? People just need to come from their hearts and just support everybody. I mean, there's plenty of room out here to do everything that you want to do. Just support each other. It's not a competition.
And you will never know who will see you when you're helping. I remember when Greg and I started doing this some 10 plus years ago. We used to be on 25th and Broadway in Gary, Indiana, with a case of water, standing in the dirt and the weeds, trying to get a message out. Shortly after that, we got contacted by Walmart and Chase Bank, and they wanted to sponsor what we were doing in communities across America. So just from our plight of being in the neighborhood doing what we love, now we're able to work on a national level with, Walmart and disaster relief. So I'm just awesome that you guys are listening and that you are putting this out here for everybody to take part in any kind of way they want to.
Yeah.
That's us.
I gotta go because we're in the middle of this.
So we're in
That's
love with
awesome.
that.
I completely appreciate her
That's
insight.
awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for the time.
Appreciate that. No, it's I don't know. It's just a ridiculous thing. I think as Miss Gina said earlier, it's a Jim Crow thing. It's something that we have learned, I guess, from generation to generation, and still continuing now. And it's something that we need to break. Okay, so just to talk about support for a second. So Morning Mimosas went viral like in June from just a post that I posted, and later on, someone else I knew went viral as well. And I felt some kind of way about it because they didn't support me when I went viral, but I support them every day.
Hmm.
So I felt some kind of way about that, but I realized that you got to support what supports you also.
That
And that's so
part.
important, Holly. That is so important.
Yes.
And so allow me to interject and say, I'm sorry. Because if you're supporting coming from your heart and you're not expecting anything from that, why wouldn't anyone else support you? I mean, I can see someone saying, hey, support me by giving me $3,000 to do this and do that, okay? But when you come from your heart and just say, hey, enjoy what I'm doing because I'm doing it from my heart and I'm doing it for you. And all I ask in return is to support my endeavors, all right? It's not necessarily money, like you said, okay? I don't understand why people are so jaded like that, but, with shows like yours, Morning Mimosa, I think you can get past that stuff. There's another lady right here. This lady right here does a Black
Hey,
Mm-hmm.
Film
that's my
Festival.
buddy.
She does
Hey,
she does a lot of
Ludine.
stuff, Ludine. But
She's
she understands
everywhere in
support.
Gary.
She
Every
supports
time something's
everyone.
happening.
Mhm.
She supports
It
everyone. Like
looks
I stopped
so
her in the
pretty
middle of
over
the street.
here.
She on your way. She does a great job too, doing supporting everyone around the world.
I love Ludine. Holly, I feel you, and I have the same issues. I don't know why it's in even when you support people, those people don't support in return. And I'm scratching my head because I just had that happened to me not only this morning, today, but the last couple of weeks. People that I've supported and I'm gonna support. Greg can testify. I support everybody who reach out to me. I support, support, support. And I don't get it in return. I'm doing I do a lot of raffles to raise money for Distinguished Authors Guild. We give away scholarships to freshman students in the creative writing in the writing field. And the way that I um pull together the money for these scholarships is by raffles. And it's very good products that I raffle off. And I have people asking me, buy a ticket to this, support this, buy this, help me with this. And I can't get people to buy the raffle tickets. And it's you're getting something in return. It's not like you're giving out $25 and you get nothing in return. There's a
Mhm.
possibility for you to win very good products, quality products. And even with that, even the people that I've supported, they're not supporting me in return. And it hurts. And my brother tells me all the time, sis, stop doing so much. Stop doing
Mhm.
this. And I continue to do it because that's just what's in my spirit. That's what's in my soul. That's just how I am. But I just don't get it in return.
Yeah, you may not get it from that specific person, but you'll get it double fold. When you're genuine, it always comes back to you.
Amen. Amen.
I
But
agree.
that's a good question that you brought up, Holly.
And it's I don't know. I'm not saying everybody's supposed to. I'm not saying everybody's supposed to support you, right? Because everybody has free will or whatever. But for the ones that you are genuinely supporting, meaning you're in touch with them, you check on them, and then you're also supporting whatever business venture they're doing. When you don't get that back, it's like, okay, should I step back from my support because that's not who I am, but you're not giving me that back, so I just.
Mhm. So, rock in a hard place to figure out what do you do? Do you pull away? It just depends on how much you've supported without anything in return.
Hmm. Yeah, and that's a good point you're bringing up for too, because sometimes I do feel like just pulling away, just saying no, and
Mhm.
just not doing. But again, God hit that spirit, and He says, "No, that's not
Mhm.
you."
Yeah, same. Same here. But we are going to go on a quick commercial break. We will be right back after this message from Action Financial Services.
Action Financial Services, business and financial consultants. Meet the owner, Ms. Natasha Jackson. Take a look at her services here if you need any kind of financial assistance, whether tax preparation, financial planning, starting up a business, bookkeeping. Do you need a notary or anything of that sort? Take a look at the services listed here. Look, everyone, they have a special offer going on, 50% off. Take a look at the services listed here. Action Financial Services. Get in touch with them for your financial and business needs.
And we're Black.
Yes, we are. Sorry, I'm going to add Mr. Gray back to the feed. Hello there.
Welcome back.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
We appreciate it, guys. Welcome back to Morning Mimosas. We are here with two of Dope Living TV's hosts, I call them Auntie and Uncle, so that's what I'm gonna call them. Auntie Gina and Uncle Gray. Uncle Gray. But so when we were last speaking, I guess me and me and Auntie Gina were talking about people's and lack of support. Let's talk about what it looks like when we do support each other. Like unfortunately, the Montgomery Brawl would be something that I would have to bring up because we were united in that front. So, what did you guys think about when that happened in Alabama? Speaking of Alabama, that was where Carly Russell did that nonsense. So, Alabama, you guys are just on one lately. But go ahead, y'all's opinion.
I mean, it's unfortunate that it had to happen, but sometimes it takes something a little bit on the insane side to be the catalyst to jump us into greatness. And for a lot of us, unfortunately, you have to reach everybody on the level in which they can receive the message. And for a lot of our people, violence is a way to receive a message. And I think that was exactly what happened. It's time to wake up. Pay attention to your surroundings. Make sure we look out for one another. Certain people are very emboldened these days to do whatever they want to do and get away with it. Especially when you have the wealth to cover things up, or you just have the privilege to do so as well. It was a proud moment for sure, but the memes and the post and all the different things that have come out of that. Oh my God. If I ever needed a laugh after this semester, I have gotten one. Jeez, and it didn't take any time either. Black people are so fucking creative. We be on it. If we could take half of that energy and put it into something about bringing us all together as one, we'd be unstoppable.
Here,
That
here.
was what I was going to say. These memes and everything, okay, understanding those memes, but there was seriousness behind all of this stuff that happened, all right? A black man was attacked for no reason whatsoever, unprovocated. And, yes, the memes are funny and this and that, but it has to stop, okay, because we're not sending the proper message, okay? The proper message is that, hey, continuing this continuing thing of black men or black people as a whole being attacked for no reason. We have to understand that it's not right, it's not normal, it's not the way life is, all right? So, Trump, whoever, I'm not political, but the thing that I'm saying is that, hey, we can laugh, all right, make memes all day long, but are we sending the proper message?
I agree with my brother there. I do have to say it is a proud moment because it shows that Black people can come together. And, I'm hoping that this kicks off something that we can come together in positive ways, moving forward when we're trying to get something done in the communities or something pushed for our race. I'm hoping we could come together in the same way, not just for a brawl, But just think about if no one had stepped up and helped that security guard, that would have sent a different message as well. And I
Yeah.
think that it would have probably pivoted into more of, Caucasians attacking Black people, knowing that nothing is going to happen. And so I'm
I
very
mean,
proud that they did step up and help. I'm proud to say that the four that initiated this were the right people to be arrested.
hmm
And so it just sent a message that, hey, we're not taking this anymore. You think about all the way back in the 60s on the bridge when Black people were trying to stand for something and they got beat and killed and hurt and sprayed with water hoses. This was a
hmm
scenario. It was almost like we were taken back to the 60s to say, we are not taking this anymore.
Right.
So it was a proud moment.
Hey Holly, I have to get off right now because my equipment is being looked at and criticized right now. But I want to say this real quick. Those that are watching this podcast, we talk about support. Support, all right. She has some great things that are coming on. She's been with us from the inception, basically, and she's been on our show twice. And we don't have people on the show that don't mean anything, all right, that don't have any value. She has value. Please, please, please support this podcast. I'm going to share this once it's done, not because I'm on it, because this is actually, Gina will tell you, this is the first time I've allowed myself to be on a podcast, someone else's podcast. Uh,
Hmm.
Truthfully, I don't like doing any interviews or any of that stuff. Okay,
hmm
because as you'll learn, Holly, sometimes with a brand, some things you can do, some things that you can't. All right, and
Right.
when you sign a contract, you have to take care of that contract, or else your check gonna get cut short. But this
Right.
is a
Rules
great
and
this
regulations.
yeah. So thank you, Holly, for this being my first time. Uh, since I stopped doing television myself. It's the first time anybody's ever had me on to interview and this and that, okay? But please, 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 people, support, support, support. Holly, we got you, all right?
Thank you, Uncle. So see you later. You have fun. It's
Bye. Have a
cool
fun day.
if it's
See
hot
you
out there.
later, bro.
I
Bye.
appreciate that. I
Yeah, he never
appreciate
does
those kind words.
interviews.
Oh, I feel honored. I mean, y'all want me to
It
cry
is.
on live. Y'all want me to cry, but it's all good. But you guys heard what he said. Go ahead and support them too. And while I'm mentioning that, I want to go back to when my auntie was talking about her raffle. So you guys will support wearing. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring this up. Truth hurts. So you guys will buy Kanye's $3,000 ripped clothes
Hmm.
and wear them proudly, looking like a rich homeless person. But you won't spend $25 to help students with a scholarship. I mean, that just blows my mind.
Most people spend more than that on weed and
Hmm.
alcohol.
Yeah, it's like pulling teeth, and we're doing it for a good cause. We give out those scholarships, and these students are so grateful because every little bit helps. You know,
hmm
Mhm.
I went to college, and I know how much it costs to go to college, and that was, I'm not going to date myself, but that was years ago, and it's much more expensive now. And so, we take pride in that, and we're going to build up to a point where we're giving out 10 scholarships for $1,000. So we're working towards that, and we're going to get there because God told me we're going to get there.
Yeah. A lot of it too is that there's so much mistrust within our community because people will hold raffle and say it's good for a good cause, and then they end up keeping all the money. Like there's so many bad apples that have come and
Yeah,
have spoiled it for people who are genuinely trying to help and be of
that's
service
true.
and get these babies to school and whatever it is that they need. And it's very unfortunate. I really wish that people would treat people as they meet them and not as a blanket of everyone else.
Hmm. Absolutely.
I definitely agree with that. So as we're stating this, please go support. Even if it's just going to share the post, it is in the Morning Mimosa X group. So please scroll. I posted it maybe three days ago. So check within the 3 day time period. Go share it if if you don't have the 25. Share it because somebody might want to help, guys. Like that's another thing too. Sharing is just free. Like and it doesn't take 10 seconds. Click, share,
No,
bam.
Thank you.
it
That's
Thank
doesn't.
you.
simple. But people don't do that though.
They'll share that Montgomery Brawl though. They sure would share the hell out of that.
That went viral real quick.
It did. It did. On all social media platforms, not just one, but all of them. You
And
know?
then look how famous that chair got within a few seconds. Look
Right.
how
So you'll
famous
go buy that chair.
you'll go buy
Go
that
on
chair.
support the kids.
And look how famous the chair, I call him the chairman, the guy who was actually whopping with the chair. Look how famous he
Yeah.
got. Look how famous the security guard got, and the swimmer,
Hmm.
Aquaman,
Yes. Aquaman.
in just a
Absolutely.
few seconds.
It's I mean, I
But you
don't
know
know.
what?
It's
It always feels like people support such things as that. You'll see them
Hmm.
sharing fights and sharing negative things on social media before you see them sharing positive things. And that's the truth. I see it all the time. Look at what goes viral. Most of the
Yeah.
time it's a brawl or a fight or some kind of confrontation. And everybody's in there watching, everybody's sharing, everyone's
Hmm.
looking at it. But we
Yeah.
shouldn't put ourselves in that light as that. As we have to, in order for us to be recognized, we have to do something negative. Absolutely
right.
not.
I agree 100%. It's almost like if you're positive or you're trying to build yourself up, then you are not with the majority. So we don't want to hear what you have to say. Until something
Okay.
tragically makes us change our lives, we stay in that negative field for some reason. I mean, because that's what we were known to do since we've been, stolen and brought here.
I I completely agree with that. There's okay, like like the VH1s and the MTVs, and like the schmut that they show. I call it schmut. But that's what it is. And that stuff, that stuff goes viral. But there's positive podcasts like Dope
Mhm.
Living TV. There's Morning Mimosa. Shout out to Trap Talks TV. Urban Council 585. All these great podcasts that are talking about real things, right? But if we get
Mhm.
the short end, we get the short end of the stick, right? Because we're trying to change the narrative, and they don't want us to change the narrative. They want us to be stuck.
Right.
But I refuse to be. I refuse to be stuck. I ain't gonna be stuck no more.
Woo
So
woo.
Yeah, some people are scared. People are scared of peace. It feels so boring, you know.
Hmm.
I'd
so
rather be peaceful and boring than be toxic and worn out all the time, for
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you.
I, you know what? I want to say something to that. So I was there's this podcast that I watch. A gentleman was talking about. He was asking women, why do you guys not like having like boring relationships? He said he loves boring because it's safe. Um, you're not doing too much. You're relaxed. I'm just like I'm okay with being bored. Okay, because I'm I'm in my own space and I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
Mhm.
I'm not in drama. I'm not on social media clickety clacketing away my life like other people do. It's just completely different.
Yes.
I'd rather enjoy it. And what's crazy is that for a lot of these last couple of weeks, I haven't even really been on social media, and even that has taken my peace to another level. Because then you don't have that coming into your psyche. I stopped watching the news a very long time ago because it just makes you tense all the time.
Yep.
It's like affecting our mental health, and we just don't know. Like people say, we're trying to stay, up to date, but they just show there's nothing positive that they show us except for like maybe one puppy or kitten or something, one segment. But in a 30-minute show, one segment is about positivity and everything else is murder and mayhem.
And people
It's
don't realize that exactly what you said, Fatu. What you see on television, it's they're putting something in your mind. It's a mind. Excuse the language. It's a mind fuck.
yes.
And what they put out there, people react to it. And it I don't know why people think that everything they see on television and especially in the news is true. But people believe everything they see on television, in the news, or on social media, in the news, is true. It has to be true. It's in the news, and they
Like,
only show you what they want you to see.
And the amount of the situation that they want you to see. And when you are so toxic and involved in chaos, you can't wrap your mind to think that this stuff is made up. Go ahead, Holly.
And on that, no, it's all good. On that note, we're gonna take another commercial break.
Okay.
I'm loving this. So we'll be right back after this, everybody.
Sister Soul's Cleaning Services. Meet the owner, Nadine Bradshaw. Need a service from Sister Souls? Take a look at the services listed here. Sister Soul's Cleaning Services. Get it clean with some soul.
I like that, Sister Soul.
I don't know why I did that so like that, but it was just you guys know me being the extra person that I am. So welcome back. We are Black with Morning Mimosas. We have Miss Gina Gadson of DopeLivenTV. Mr. Gray had to leave us for an engagement, but we appreciate him being on earlier and we appreciate his insight. We're going to continue with support. And I apologize for the background. My kids are acting very rowdy, if you guys can hear that. So I apologize for that in advance. So back to support. I'm going to have you guys just say what you guys want to say on support real quick.
Oh, she's saying, hold on a second. Because the kids are being Bob the Builders and the helpers at this moment in time. Now she's going to go get them. And I support her in that endeavor.
Well, that's support right there.
Yeah. And you know what I was going to say? And sometimes support is if you know that your friend needs a break from the kids. Allow the break. Spend the time for the break. That's a huge support in itself.
Yes, yes. Yes. But you know what? We can probably say that most people who do support don't get that support in return, and a lot of people tell me that that should be expected because you shouldn't expect anything in return, and that's true. You shouldn't expect anything in return. But then there are times when the person supporting needs support.
Right.
You know, what's wrong with them getting support? If you're always supporting, there are times when you need support yourself.
Like no one
Even if
checks on
it's
the
that
strong
phrase.
friend.
That's right. That's right. And
Hmm.
I don't think it's anything wrong with that.
No, I feel like you should ask somebody at least once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week nowadays, are you okay?
Mhm. Mhm.
Just to make sure. I feel like that's something that I have been thinking about starting to make sure I really do. Are you okay? Are you okay? And be genuine with it, not just, okay, I got 2 minutes and 30 seconds, go. That's all the
Right.
time you have, but
Right. And
how
that's
is that?
genuine.
Yeah.
That's
Mental health is has deteriorated so much within
man.
all of the communities. There's a lot of craziness that's happening around life,
Mhm.
and not checking on people is probably bad.
And I think COVID expedited it because I think a lot of people being alone with themselves caused
Mm-hmm.
a lot of that
Mm-hmm.
people coming out doing things that I'm shaking my head like, wow, who does that? Like some of these things that I'm seeing people doing. And you know what? One point you made for two when you said check on your friends. I check on
Mm-hmm.
my friends constantly because you don't know their mental state. Even
Mm-hmm.
though I can be on here smiling and talking, you don't know what I'm feeling after I cut this camera off. After I'm
Exactly.
in my home by myself. After there's a lot of feelings, and we look at it and we see individuals. I've experienced individuals, my children who are all grown. I've seen them with friends who have committed suicide, and they're sitting there like, I just saw him yesterday. We were out doing XYZ,
Mm-hmm.
and he seemed happy or she seemed happy. And the next thing you know, they took their lives.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know what's going on in there. We don't
Right.
know.
And also, as people, we're not conditioned to seek help. We're
Right?
conditioned and told to seek
Suck it
church,
up.
pray about it, but prayer with no works doesn't work anyway.
That's right. That's right.
Um, Good morning. So I just feel like when that right there in itself is, invaluable support. Are you okay?
And that one phone call may make a difference to someone. Hey, at least one person cares. It may make a
Mm-hmm.
someone just for you to reach out and say, "Hey, are you okay?"
Yeah.
That's a gesture that costs nothing.
Mm-hmm. Goes a long way. You could save someone's life, and you just don't know.
So
Exactly.
check on your people.
Mm-hmm.
And check on them genuinely. Don't check on them to be like, oh, I've been busy. Let me just check on this person. No, check on them genuinely as well. Because there's not a lot of
Yeah.
genuine going around either, if we can be honest. A
Mhm.
Yeah.
lot of fake love. And I can't do the faking. I'm sorry. If I check on you, it's because I genuinely care about you, and I
Mm-hmm.
hope when I say I hope you are well, I
Right.
want I want I want a response saying yes, I'm well, or no, I'm not well, so we can talk about it. If you want to talk
Mhm.
Yeah.
about it, I'm that kind of friend. But
Not just niceties, just to get it out the way, to make it. Yeah.
right, check on them genuinely.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
not too many people know that. And then also, I want to bring up support from strangers. So if I can just give flowers to these two ladies that are currently on screen. I'm going to start with Miss Fatu first. I met her before I turned, a little bit before I turned 30. So it's been like what, 9 months or so. And then I met Miss Gina this year. There's people I've known 16, 17, 20 years that have not shown me the level of support that these two women have showed me. Shout out to Lily B, because she's the exact way, but she's not on screen, so I'm like giving her flowers right now. Giving flowers to who's presently here. Haven't known these ladies that long, but they have shown me genuine love and support, and they get on my ass when I'm wrong too. That's another thing. Having someone who genuinely cares about you, but won't sugarcoat shit with you either.
Yeah.
There's too much of that sugarcoating that's going on. You can't be doing all that.
Well, he doesn't help.
I appreciate you. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't. So thank you guys. Thank you too. Just wanted to
Always.
Thank
give
you.
flowers real quick.
You're welcome. And I mean, it goes full circle though. It goes all around, in a circle. Definitely, especially because of the space in my life right now that I'm in. If it's not reciprocated, then I just keep it pushing. Because I've gotten burned out from being that person that you can always count on, and then have no one to count on when I need someone. I'm not dealing with that anymore. So it makes me very grateful to know that I'm pouring from my saucer, and it's dripping into your cup, and then you are replenishing what I'm offering and giving. So thank you.
Same here.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Absolutely, my sisters.
Yes, I appreciate you wholeheartedly. I can send her a text and ask a favor or a question, and she's right there, Johnny on the spot. So I appreciate and thank you as well.
Thank you. Just thank you, thank you, thank you.
The love.
Oh man. See, this is what genuine. And that's another thing that I want Morning Mimosas fans and Dope Living TV fans who are watching to get from us. Like, this is what we are about. We are about the truth. We are about educating. We are about healing. And these kind of conversations need to continue happening, but not just continue happening. We have to do the work behind it. I like to reiterate that we don't just come on here to be on a soapbox.
No.
That's not what this platform is for, or the platforms that I know of, including Dope Living TV. These platforms are here to truly educate and make actual change. Because something's not right. We've been doing something wrong for the last 400, 500, 1,000, 2,000 years, and something has to change. So that's why platforms like Morning Mimosas, Dope Living TV, and the others that I've named exist. So shout out to all the platforms that I just named earlier. Continue what you guys are doing too, because you guys are also amazing. So
Thank you. And while we're talking about support, you guys support Maui, that whole
yes.
island.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Support. I mean, can you imagine just one day losing everything you've worked hard for, even family members? It's unimaginable, and it's just horrible to see the devastation that has been caused by this fire on this beautiful island. If you haven't been to Hawaii, you'll know that if you have been to Hawaii, you know how beautiful that place is. And to see that it has been devastated to just ash, it really hurts my heart. And I'm praying for those families, because not everyone got out. Not everyone made it out of there. People were jumping in the ocean trying to get away from these fires. And these fires were moving through Maui like 40 going north. And then people were just running with the clothes on their backs to get out of there and to be safe. I can't even imagine. It's like the apocalypse. I can't imagine, and I think about how they're feeling now, that it's all over and done with, and they have absolutely nothing after working all of their lives. They have absolutely nothing.
And if they weren't with their family members when everything happened, and you don't know who has and who has not survived, that mental anguish has to be horrible as well.
So keep them in your prayers. I'm praying for all the families.
Yeah.
I'm praying for the whole island.
Yes, praise for Maui, guys. Please, 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 if you guys are able to help, I don't know if there's, I don't know if like the Red Cross is doing anything for them, or what is that other program, FEMA, right? FEMA helps in situations like that. I don't know if they're doing anything, but if you guys are able to help those families, please do so. Because just imagine if you lost everything. So we're actually going to go on our final commercial break, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for the afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you guys are. So just, and here is a commercial from A Woman's Experience.
A Woman's Experience with Coach Jamesia Hall. Meet the coach, Jamesia Hall. She is a transformative speaker and a women's coach. Take a look at her signature topics, audiences, and also, if you have the time, take a listen to her podcast, A Woman's Experience, on the platforms listed here. Are you looking for a certified transformation mindset coach? Please take a look at Miss Jamesia Hall's services. She is now booking for August, September, and November. Please book now. Take a look at the information listed.
Hey ladies, Coach Jay here, and I have the tea for you. I hope you're ready, because I'm about to drop some tea for real. Okay, now that I have your attention, I want to let you know about this exclusive group that I have created called Support Her Society. Who does this group consist of? Women, you, the ladies who are wanting and needing healthy everyday results. This group is for you. You will have access to daily support within the group, 2 one-on-one Zooms with your girl, Coach J. And then you will have access to webinars, coaching, and events at a discounted price. I promise you, it don't get no better than that. And we have some events coming up, so you want to have access to it at that discounted price. To be a part of this exclusive group, all you need to be is you. And then tap into the 3-month membership package, which is only $150, and you have payment options. So sis, I created the space. Now I need you to walk in so we can get you where you are having the healthy, everyday results, no matter what. Can't wait to see you soon in this exclusive group. Go ahead, click the link, and get ready to be transformed.
A Woman's Experience. Transform yourself now.
All right.
We are back, and I just got an email. So I was nominated for a podcast award, and the ceremony was in a few weeks. They changed it to October. So thank God I didn't buy no ticket. I would have been very upset. But anyways, sorry guys, welcome back to Morning Mimosas. We did have Uncle Gray earlier from DopeLivenTV, but now we have Auntie Gina Gadson here still with us today. Today's episode has been absolutely enlightening. And I want to give a shout out to the 2 ladies that came on with Uncle Gray. Auntie Gina, what are their names? So I give them a shout out as well.
Ludine and Dinah Lynn.
Yeah.
Shout out to those 2 beautiful women for coming to speak briefly as well. I completely appreciated that. So we're going to go ahead and give our final words on support. I'm about to head to a back to school event because my daughter starts school soon.
That's so cute. I love it.
Support. That's support. I like that.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to thank you, ladies, for being here, and I want to thank you, Holly, for inviting Greg and I. And I can't say it enough. Support each other, And again, it can be just sharing a post, um, posting, liking, listening to a podcast, anything like that. All of that support. We're here to help build each other up, and I make it my business to do so. Small businesses, I'm always supporting small businesses. I did receive an award from Amazon for supporting 79 small businesses last year, and I plan on beating that number this year. I'm probably already
All
there.
right.
But
I
it's all
love that.
about helping each other. That's what we're doing. We want to build each other up, and we want to see each other be successful. That's the only way we're going to get out of this 400-year rut that we've been in. So
Hmm.
support. That's all it is. Just do whatever it is you can to support.
I wholeheartedly agree. The end of the day, support, and don't just support negativity, support positivity. Let's push that forward because that's the only way we're gonna make up and start to change these generational trauma curses that we have been blessed and cursed with at the same time. It gives us strength and resilience, but it keeps us held in the same spot. So we need to push forward. We need to push forward and be great and support. Support doesn't hurt anyone. It just doesn't.
I love it. And just like she said, we're gonna be like Toyota right now, and we're gonna move forward. Guys, this is Morning Mimosas, where we value criminal justice, healing, and education for the Black community. Ta-ta.
Bye, humans.